Here in Lyell Canyon, getting rained on. We spent our first 24 hours, we hiked 5 miles in the rain and then spent 24 hours in the tent hiding from the rain. We did a little excursion to get water earlier. Roxana's holding on to the food. We haven't even eaten. How's it going, Roxana? Still worth it though, huh?
It's beautiful.
It's so nice here. And just the views of the river. Hopefully before we leave we'll go down there again with the camera and get maybe some sun. We've had a little break in the rain and it's already sprinkling again, so we'll see what happens.
We got to backpack this one in better weather a few years ago, so if you're looking for information and details, there's a video in the description that'll give you more.
Yeah, the river is flowing through out there and it's all meadow. I'll get you better views in a bit. We got a new tent, half the weight of the other one, small. We're still keeping the yellow one, but this is good for backpacking. Yeah, this has been our view for most of the time, but still real nice in here. You can see why this tent is so light. It's basically just a screen house with a rain fly over it. But I gotta say, I'm impressed. It has been raining, well, off and on, but basically non-stop. It's so annoying. It rains for 5 minutes, it stops for 2 minutes. Rains for 5, stops for 2. On and on like that. But anyway, more or less constant, and we're not getting wet at all. It's staying dry. A pretty good view when we get a break in the rain. We'll go over there. Don't have to go far to get a pretty good view. Just walked right over here.
So I'll have to tell you, this trip was a little frustrating for us. It's been quite a few years, and it's a very hard permit to get. We finally got it. This is Labor Day weekend. We were really excited. And, you know, even with the rain, it's not too bad because it's not very cold. It's relatively warm, but we had two big problems. For one, I was sick and getting sicker, and actually Roxana was starting to feel terrible as well. And what was really messing with me is that since we only go backpacking once a year, we don't have expensive air mattresses. We just have foam pads, and that's usually fine, but the ground was a little hard here, and not moving for 2 days. Oh my gosh, my hips. I was so sore. I had to get up. On the third morning, it was finally sunny, but I was just like, no, I couldn't take another night on the hard ground. We had to go, and Roxana was feeling so sick, she wasn't sure. She was worried that she would get too sick to hike out. She's like, let's go before it gets any worse. Still such a beautiful place to be, and we even got a little entertainment right out of the tent, as you'll see in a moment here, when some deer came right through camp.
And camp is, 100 yards or so that way. Up in those trees. The sun finally came out, but we're gonna leave because we're just tired and hurt from the last few days.
So definitely not our best trip, but we made the best of it. Yeah, it turned out we had COVID. We were very sick for quite a few days there, but, we got over it. So
We had a beautiful day for our walk out.
So the sun was finally out, but we were not feeling great. And, it was still a nice hike back to the trailhead. We went into Bishop, spent the night in a motel, and then, I couldn't resist getting at least one night in the desert since we were out here and we were finally starting to feel a little better after resting in a motel for the night in Bishop. And we got a quick look at Eureka Valley and headed home. Not our best trip, but still a beautiful adventure. Thanks for coming with us.